I'm Jackie Lamport, and on Moneywise, we're unpacking what founders actually keep from exits around 30 million. We'll walk through 5 deals from past guests the size sold, what cleared to founders, and why the results diverged so much. First up, Galperin sold a majority stake in his gym software company for $32.5 million while holding close to half the equity. What did that mean for his pocket and roll?
About 30 million went to me with a seller note and some dilution from an option pool. I stayed active at the company, and I had moved from California to Texas ahead of time to avoid the state tax hit.
So his payout was part cash, part note, taxed in Texas, and he still owns a big slice and remains involved. Scott Galloway's first big number shows how a sticker price can compress fast.
I sold profit for $33 million while owning roughly a quarter, split proceeds in a divorce, paid taxes and netted $2 to $3 million years later. L2 sold for $158 million with founders and key staff holding most of the pie, which changed everything.
Alex Hormozzi's outcome was cleaner, but even more striking.
We sold 2/3 of Gym Launch for 31, all cash, paid about 20% tax. And I had already taken $42 million in distributions, so my total after-tax take-home was roughly 45 to 50.
Brothers Chris and David Sinkinson accepted a 40 million Canadian offer after a strong pandemic pivot with no investors and no debt.
It was just the two of us on the cap table. We each received 20 million. And since we could not hold US equity, we got a small contingent instrument that later paid a few $100,000 and was taxed more aggressively.
In Ontario, share sales typically incur about 25 to 30% capital gains tax, so each likely cleared mid-teens Canadian, roughly 10 to 11 million US. Finally, Marshall Haas sold a controlling stake to Nick Huber at a company value near 52 million.
I took about 18 million in cash at close plus an 8.2 million seller note with strong interest, kept meaningful equity, stayed on the board and structured it for cash flow and purpose rather than an all or nothing exit.
Net, that was roughly 26 million across cash and note with more upside from